The Resident Evil remake effort has been nothing short of brilliant from developer Capcom. The team has utilized the RE engine to deliver a retelling of this insanely obtuse and genre-changing series. The release of Resident Evil 4 earlier this year showed us that they can even take one of the most beloved entries and capitalize on its ridiculously campy dialogue, action set pieces, and repetitive talking shopkeeper. With Resident Evil 4 being one of the best releases in 2003, I'm happy Capcom decided to release the Separate Ways DLC sooner rather than later. What was once included in the PS2 release of Resident Evil 4 has come back as premium DLC to add more context to the narrative. Suffice it to say, the experience holds up, but I could never really connect with Ada's new direction.
Okay, won't be my finest effort, but it might just work. Ada? Find these ingredients. And just maybe I can make a new batch of medicine.
Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways has players assume the role of Ada Wong, the undercover agent for hire who is on a mission to secure a special materia called Ember for Albert Wesker. She's teamed up with our favorite hero Luis Navarro, who gives her the runaround as much as he gave Leon. The narrative follows the base campaign, but in a compact size. You'll move through some of the main areas from a different perspective. This also leads to some unanswered questions and even an ending that is different from the original. The changes made to the story were great for piecing the entire narrative together without changing some of the core beats. However, the dialogue is perhaps the worst part of the entire experience. Ada's voice actress just sounds so unimpressed with every event.
Burning flesh. I thought I'd left that life behind.
Control, come in. Luis hit the amber, but I've sent him to retrieve it. Okay, but this is your last chance.
I could only compare it to a robot, and the tone never changes no matter what is happening on screen. She's constantly at this monotone volume even when facing the final boss. I don't understand what direction this performance was given, but every time she spoke, I just wasn't feeling the performance at all. Regardless, the experience lasts around 7 hours depending on how quickly you can get through the stages, which are compact in size but also have a lot of items and treasures to look for. It's as if everything from the main campaign has been doubled up here, so you'll be able to purchase anything you want even though the experience is shorter. Purchasable weapons are kept at a minimum so you don't have to feel bad about upgrading your weapons, and I never felt like I didn't have enough ammo. Well, unless I was fighting a boss. There is a troll boss that stops spawning ammo, so if you don't kill him by the time you run out, you just have to restart the fight or die. That said, the campaign gives you chances to simply run past most enemies if you want. You can get past several tough enemies by simply avoiding them, but you'll lose access to valuable items that they drop. The experience is thrilling thanks to Ada's new grappling hook that adds verticality to levels and can even be enhanced to remove shields from enemies. Its usage in battle is paramount to saving ammo since multiple headshots will stagger an enemy, allowing you to swing across the environment and kick them along with anyone else around them. There are a few new boss types to fight against as Ada tries to complete her mission. This drive of hers is confusing at times as it appears she's just here for a mission, but sometimes she goes out of her way to help Leon. But I believe that that's just who she is, and by now, I've accepted this. Her movement is swift, and the game encourages you to be sneaky through these stages. It becomes a completely different experience when compared to Leon's story, which I was definitely happy about. I really enjoyed just how fast the experience felt. Even though it was longer than I expected, the additional unlocks provided means to jump back in and get a better score or try out the expanded Mercenaries mode. I'd say playing on normal difficulty is a pretty easy experience, so if you want a challenge, just unlock professional mode and good luck. Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways is a must-play if you wish to fully understand this insane narrative. While the voiceover never gets better, the experience ends up truly worth it. If you want more Resident Evil, you'll get all of that and more in this DLC. The jury is still out on whether it should have been a premium price, but the amount of content here, I feel, only adds to the greatness of this entire campaign. Noisy Pixel is giving Resident Evil Separate Ways an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth, and subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Voice Pixel.